point last night against the Marlins, where Ryan Zimmerman put the Nationals in front. But it was Florida's third baseman that delivered down the stretch in a 4-2 win. Today, Matt Chico makes his first big league start in 2 years on Masset HD.
It's a great day for baseball.
Another great day for baseball in our nation's capital. Should be a good crowd on hand today. It's the middle game of 3 against the Florida Marlins. Willie Harris showing his defensive prowess last night. A terrific catch in right, a terrific catch in left field, plus that walk-off homer base hit a couple of nights ago to give the Nationals the win over the Braves. Johnny Holiday along with Rob Dibble. Welcome, everybody, to Nats Baseball here in Masson. And I think today, Rob, the big question is, how do the Nationals solve the Florida Marlins and finally get the win? These guys have got the number of this ball club.
Yeah, they do. And last night it wasn't just a pitcher's duel. The guys were battling it out at third base, and it was outstanding to watch. Our guy, Ryan Zimmerman, obviously Gold Glover, Silver Slugger, was on top of his game. And Jorge Cantu, who's one of the best RBI men in the business, best glove men. Let's go over the defense first. Ryan Zimmerman, his usual brilliant self coming in. Jorge Cantu, this was a huge part of the game. Willie Harris tried to bunt to get on. Nope, he was erased. And then they erased a couple of pitches. It was the opposite way for Ryan Zimmerman. And then Jorge Cantu, that's what he does with bad breaking balls. These are two of the best third basemen in the business, and they'll be going toe-to-toe again today, Johnny.
And, of course, Cantu leads this ball club in RBIs, 27. He's got the whole package. So somehow, some way, the Nationals are trying to get a win today for Matt Chico. Just called up yesterday from AA Harrisburg.
Well, he's come a long way since Tommy John surgery. It's his first start since May of 2008 at the big league level, but he deserves it. He earned it down in the minor leagues, and let's see what he can do today against the Fish.
And his opponent, Josh Johnson, this guy lights out. 6-0 against the Nationals.
He is big, he's strong, and he throws hard, Johnny.
And we'll be back. We'll meet the starting lineups. First pitch coming up, the Nats and the Marlins from Nats Park in Washington. Welcome back to Nationals Park on our nation's capital. Johnny Holiday in for Bob Carpenter again today as the Nationals and the Marlins meet for Game 2 of this 3-game series over the weekend. Let's take a look at the Marlins starting lineup today. For Freddie Gonzalez, Cameron Maybin leads off. He'll be in center field. Gabby Sanchez, the first baseman. Hanley Ramirez at short. He'll bat third. Jorge Cantu with that home run last night. 27 driven in the cleanup spot. Then comes Dan Ugler, Ronnie Polino, Cody Ross, Brett Carroll, and Josh Johnson. And Matt Chico making his major league debut this year. First pitch comes inside and hitting. And Cameron Maybin gets hit by the pitch and hobbles down to first base. Not the kind of start that Chico was envisioning.
Well, that's a hello, how do you do? I'm back.
I'm back.
We can only laugh because that was quite funny.
75 degrees here in Washington. A beautiful sunny day. Winds northwest. Look at the wind gusts. 25 to 30 miles per hour. Get a ball up in the air, and the flags are flying out there toward that right field line. Hey, Maybin still kind of limping around at first base. He and Dunn will talk it over.
It's like it got him pretty good.
Matt Chico has never won a ball game in this ballpark. Recalled yesterday from AA Harrisburg. May 21st, 2008 against the Phillies, his last major league appearance.
Well, in 31 starts back in 07, which they were at RFK back then, 7-9, 167 innings pitched, 26 home runs. The walks way too high at 74, but he's got to do that. He's more like Levon Hernandez than Josh Johnson.
And his career starts number 39, 7-15 record, just under a 5-point ERA as Gabby Sanchez takes the ball. Maybin's okay, stays at first base, takes the lead. And the ball foul back out of play. Sanchez hitting .264, .407 though, runners in scoring position. 1 for 4 last night. Marlins beat the Nationals. Josh Johnson winning last Saturday in Miami with a 9-3 win. And the pitch is 2 balls and a strike. And the guys working the plate today in the bases. Dale Scott behind the plate. Jerry Meals at first. Mark Wegner at second. Dan Isonia umpiring at third. Count is 2-1 to Gabby Sanchez, the Marlins first baseman, on a windy Saturday afternoon. Only time the Johnsons lost a ball game this year was to the Mets.
I think it was a rain-shortened 1-0 game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So it's not like he got blown out by the Mets on that one. No, he is top shelf as far as talent goes. But our guys like hard throwers. I mean, a guy like Matt Chico is the exact opposite. He is a guy that has to be a control, command guy, work it in and out, up, down. Reminds me a lot of my former teammate, Tom Browning. And Brownie went 5 straight years with 15 or more wins. So just because you're not a 95-mile-an-hour thrower doesn't mean you can't win at this major league level. And then if you saw 47-year-old Jamie Moyer throw a complete game last night, you know why.
How about that? 103 pitches?
He was amazing, but didn't break 84 miles an hour. So it's location, and it's also you do have to pitch inside. And maybe that Maybin pitch, we don't know how the results are going to end by the end of the day, but maybe that's a better thing for Matt Chico to, come inside on the first hitter and let everybody know, listen, I will come in on you. Mm-hmm. Whether they think it's intentional or not, sometimes it's a good thing.
Well, they got Maybin's attention to the first pitch of the ball game. Throws back to first. Maybin diving back in. Hanley Ramirez on deck. Then Jorge Cantu and Dan Ugla. Count even up at 2-2 to Gabby Sanchez. He's driven in 14 runs for Florida this year. Maybin has also stole 3 bases. Chico making sure he's staying close at first. Marlins have taken 3 out of 4 this year after dropping 3 straight to the Giants. Rob, when you were playing, was there one ball club that just seemed to have
the Reds numbers that you guys couldn't get over the top with?
It was interesting because with the Giants, and we were in the same division with the West back then, before they made 3 divisions, the Giants used to have our number in San Francisco at Candlestick. Now, they would come to our place, and we'd seem to always take 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 from them. So it was kind of a home-and-home deal.
Well, no play for Nieves.
But the Mets were another team that it just seemed no matter how well we got out in front of them, the Mets always were able to claw their way back into it. So, yeah, I totally agree. There are teams that just seem to have more of a comfort level. And there's a breaking ball down. Great stop by Will Nieves. Maben with great speed. And no throw necessary right there.
And he's got second base. 29-10 since 2008. The Marlins have the lead in the series with the Nationals. 13-5 have come here at Nats Park. Bounded down to second. Adam Kennedy on to first to Adam Dunn, and there is one down.
Well, and you'll take that ground ball, too. Let's do a little scouting report on Matt Chico. Welcome home. Welcome back to the big leagues after Tommy John. It's been a long road, I'm sure, mentally. It's good to get that out of the way there in the first inning. And then 1-0 in his last 3 starts in Double-A Harrisburg. So, as Mike Rizzo put it, he deserved the call-up. Well, it's easy to get up to the major leagues. It's tough to stay. So, hopefully Matt can pitch well.
And I think nobody knows that better than Justin Maxwell. Sent right back down to Syracuse yesterday. Back to AAA. He's been up and down, up and down. And Matt Chico will face Hanley Ramirez with a foul ball down the right field line.
Well, and it's also Justin's age, too, where he needs to play every day. He can't be a bench player at 24, 25 years old. That's not going to help anyone. So he's got to go down like Roger Bernardini, even though Roger's 25, and get 4 or 5 at-bats every day and play every day and be hitting. I mean, Mike Morse is down there on a rehab assignment. I was watching. You got Bruntlitz down there. You got a lot of guys that could play up here in the big leagues, but if they're not hitting and not honing their skills, you're basically wasting some of their efforts.
A shot to second base. Line drive to Kennedy. 2 down.
Well played there by Adam Kennedy, playing Hanley Ramirez perfectly, playing him to pull. He tried to pull that outside breaking ball.
Maben sticks at third base, so there's 2 down here in the top of the first. And the Marlins cleanup hitter, Jorge Cantu, with a home run last night, snapping that 0 for 19 skid he was in. From McAllen, Texas. And the Marlins third baseman, a .265 batting average. Only thing with Maxwell, Rob, is the fact that of all the pieces of his puzzle, it's the hitting that has to fit in, that he's continually having to work. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's a grade A outfielder. He's one of the best outfielders in the organization. He's got great speed, but you got to come up here and hit. And that right field is up for grabs for anybody who decides I'm the guy and I'm going to start hitting that. Even a 250 clip right now would be a huge improvement in right field. It's about 140 that the right fielders are hitting combined for the Nationals.
Nats outfield today. Willingham isn't left. Nyjer Morgan taking the day off, and Roger Bernardino will handle center field, and Woody Harrison right. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cantu.
There's Roger. Speed demon out there in center that he is.
He's got the speed, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Nyjer getting a well-deserved day off.
Probably sitting there with Tony Plush talking over this ball game. And a swing and a miss, and Cantu is gone. And after hitting Cameron Maben to get the first runner on, Chico settles down. We got no score heading to the bottom of the first at Nationals Park. against the Marlins. The Nationals coming to bat for the first time today. And their batting order looks this way. Christian Guzman will lead off. He's the shortstop. Adam Kennedy batting second. Ryan Zimmerman in the number 3 hole. Adam Dunn, that familiar cleanup spot. Josh Willingham, followed by Willie Harris. Roger Bernardina. Will Nieves is catching Matt Chico, and Chico brings up the rear batting ninth. Josh at home this year with a .280 batting average as Guzman steps in to face Josh Johnson. 6 start, ERA 3.16.
And seems to get stronger as the game goes on. He throws hard. He's got a great breaking ball, great changeup combo, but he will come after you with 95, 96 mile an hour fastballs for 9 innings.
And what about Guzman? Career-wise against Johnson, he is 1 for 8. Nobody in the Nationals lineup today, starting lineup, hitting over 300 against Johnson. He struck out 42 in 37 innings, walked only 16. He is a big kid. He's only 20-something, 23,
25 years old. He is recovered from Tommy John surgery. And in his 47-48 starts, the team has won 37 of those 47 or 48 of his 48 starts. I mean, he's been amazing. Josh Johnson, undefeated against the Nationals. Definitely in there for Cy Young contender this year, although Ubaldo Jimenez and Roy Halladay, and including Barry Zito, might have something to say with that. And winning ways, this guy is a winner. The team wins when he starts, and he is just the type of guy that go out there and give you an opportunity to win every time he takes the mound.
6'7", just a tad under 250 pounds from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Guzman's the first strikeout victim, and if you look at the past performances against the Nationals, he strikes out batters left and right. He had 9 against them August the 4th of last year. He had 9 against the Nats in 08. The last 2 times he's faced this ball club, 8 strikeouts. So my question to you, Mr. Dick.
Yes.
How do you solve it?
Well, you just have to try to take that fastball, hit it the other way. If you're a lefty, hit it the right way to the right side. If you're a righty, UPS store there on the pitch track. He throws so hard and comes right after you. You know you're going to get at least a fastball during every at bat to swing at. Just don't miss it. So try to make some contact, try to put pressure on the defense, and then hopefully you can manufacture a few runs.
Yeah, the 2-2 to Kennedy, bounded to second base. Ugla on to Gabby Sanchez, and there's 2 down. Florida's defense today, as you take a look at it, Cantu at third. Andy Ramirez at short. Ugla back at second again today. Gabby Sanchez, the first baseman. Ronnie Polino behind the plate, catching Johnson this afternoon, with Cody Ross and Maven and Carroll in the outfield. 2 down, bottom of the first, no score.
A couple of years ago, he came back. He made 14 starts after he recovered from the Tommy John. The team won 11 of them. You know, he was 7-1, but the team won 11. So, I mean, every time he takes the mound, he gives them an opportunity to win.
In his career against Washington, 6-0.
He hit him hard, though, a couple times last year. We put some numbers up on him. He left 1 game, and we had scored 6. They came back and beat us.
Longest he's gone has been 7 against the Nats, twice, 06, and then once again in 09. In the last outing, he went 6 innings, 3 hits and 2 runs.
Very comfortable motion there for the 26-year-old, 6'7", 260-pounder. Grew up mostly in Oklahoma. He was born in Minnesota.
And a foul.
Actually grew up close to Bob Carpenter up there in Tulsa.
Really?
He goes to Bob's golf tournament every year. But, you know, this is a very fine young man also. He's an excellent athlete and an excellent hitter, too. 2 games ago, he had 3 RBI in the game.
And Zimmerman, base hit, cut off by Carroll, and holds Zimmerman to a single. So Ryan continues to have a hot bat. And the Nats first base runner.
The Ziminator, he gets a little slide piece, goes down and gets it, and hits it out there. But Carroll does a great job of cutting this ball off. Should have been a sure double. That's just great anticipation right there on the right fielder's part. And so Zim at first. Big Bat Dunn now comes up. We need him to get hot.
Nice to get off to a quick lead in this ball against this ball club. Had him done 0 for 3 last night. And fouls it off to the left side. Adams had 13 home runs against Florida. Zimmerman's hit 12 out. Had him against Johnson. Ball gets away from Ronnie Paulino. And Zimmerman takes second. That is 4 for 18 against Johnson.
Well, it looks like a little bit of a slider in the dirt right there, and throws a slider in the upper 80s. So Paulino just slipped by him.
And a wild pitch charge to Johnson. So the Nationals have a runner in scoring position with Zimmerman at second. And the pitch to Dunn. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Got him hitting .237, 12 RBIs and 6 homers. And the throw to Zimmerman at second, gets back just in time. Ramirez over to take the throw.
Here's the pitch right here. Paulino sees Zim get a little too much at second base. And he gets back quickly. Here you see on the X-Mo, the action. Helmet covered
Great
up.
shot, isn't it?
That is a great
shot. Well, the count to Dunn is 3 balls and a strike. Now back the count is 4.
And to tell you about Johnson, last year he made 33 starts. He went 15-5 with a 3.2 ERA. The team won 22 of his starts. So out of 33 starts last year, the Marlins won 22 of them. He just keeps you in the game. You know, this year he's made 6 starts before today. The Marlins have won 4 of them. You know, and that's what you need from your starter. He's never going to be perfect. No one's perfect, but to give you 6 or 7 strong, that's what they need from this big man, and that's a true ace.
And he's also getting some run support too, Robbie. He got 9-3 when he beat the Nationals, 10 runs when he beat San Diego with that complete game, 10 runs when they beat Cincinnati. And Dunn strikes out, and the Nats are finished in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second, scoreless at Nationals Park. Park, our AFCIA sideline report with Debbie Taylor, brought to you by AFCIA. Visit AFCIA.org, the Association for IT Pros. Deb?
Well, the weather could be a little bit of a factor today. The wind gusts here at National Park expected to get intense as the afternoon goes on, but Willie Harris says they're familiar with that.
We've been in situations like this before in Philadelphia, but at the same time, you just have to continue to play the game right and expect the unexpected. Communication is going to be key for us outfielders today with the wind swirling like it's supposed to, and just make the plays, try and make the routine plays.
So, Johnny, a lot of talking in the outfield today, probably in the infield as well.
That's what you got to do, right, Rob?
Communication.
Thanks,
Communication. Yes, thank you, Debbie. Communication is key.
Matt Chico on the mound for the second inning today. Got through the first one without giving a run.
Yeah, I mean,
Cameron, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You hit the leadoff guy and you don't give up a run.
That's okay.
Against this lineup, that's pretty good. Good start.
Last start against at Bowie. No decision, 5-3. Harrisburg lost to Bowie. Went 6 innings.
That's a
2 runs, a shot off the wall, and Willingham will play it and headed for second base. Standing up with a double is Dan Uggla to lead off this second inning.
Let's check this out right here. They don't want to get behind now. They know on Chico. He throws a bad breaking ball up in the zone, and it gets spanked right into left field. Hammer picks it up and brings it in.
Uggla, after an 0 for 3 night last night, gets the Marlins rolling in the second with a double. Ronnie Paulino steps in, the catcher, hitting .327. Nice breaking ball, first strike. And you got to figure that Chico probably had a not an even night's sleep anticipating this first start since 2008, but I know he had to be excited.
I mean, but he is 26 years old. He's a lot like Desmond, where they're a little bit older. They've been around a while. And I'm sure that all the hard work, and now you come and it all comes to fruition, all that hard work and rehab and mental torture you go through as an injured player, and it's worth it to get back here.
In July will be 2 years he had that Tommy John ligament replacement surgery. 2 balls and a strike for the Marlins catcher, Ronnie Paulino.
You got 2 guys on the hill with the same surgery.
Yeah.
Josh Johnson. Maybe they were like roommates at Birmingham.
At Dr. James Andrews University.
Yep, I had surgery there too. There are some good ones out there. Dr. Kremchek in Cincinnati. Dr. Jobe and Dr. Yoakum out in L.A.
Dr. Smaldor in Bel Air, Maryland.
There's a lot of great orthopedic surgeons. You want the guy, especially if you're an athlete, that does 10 elbows a week, 10 shoulders a week, 10 knees a week. Those are the kind of guys you want to go to.
There's that comfort level, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean,
and the confidence level, too. Rob, which is the most difficult? Coming about a bounder down to short. The play at third to Zimmerman. Got it!
Back base running by Uggla. We'll take it.
And a terrific heads-up play by Christian Guzman to see that Uggla's heading for third, and he's out of there and clears the bases.
Well, Goozer is very happy at short. That's where he's made his career. So this ball hit to the right side towards Zim. He just takes it right there and fires it. A perfect strike, and Uggla is dead to rights right there at the bag. The tag might have been a little late, but we'll take it.
Oh, yes.
On the ankle, foot might have hit early, but thankfully, Freddie Gonzalez and his staff don't have Exmo. We do.
Like we do.
Yes.
And Sonia making that call at third base, and there's one down. Paulino at first, and Cody Ross a 2 for 3 night last night. With an RBI, his average is up to 280 on the year. And he's driven in 14 runs. Marlins as a team batting only .262 this year. That's 8th in the National League. What a terrific day for a ball game.
You were asking me, it is beautiful, about the elbow, the shoulder. I mean, they're both
my
difficult.
question was mentally.
Yeah.
Which is the tough? Is it mentally or physically?
It depends on how much surgery is done. I mean, with the reconstruction of the elbow, they have to do an awful lot. They got to take the ligament out of your hamstring now. That's where they take it out of. They used to take it out of your other wrist. They put it in there. They screw it down into the bone, and you're good as new, maybe even better than new, because you're at 20, 21, 24, whatever age you are. Now you have a brand new ligament in that elbow, and so you're starting your baseball years all over. Some guys even come back throw harder. But that rehabilitation is painstaking. It takes 6 months for just the surgery to heal, and it's not a lot of fun mentally. 3-0 pitch right here by Chico. You see it kind of slide across the plate. It's back into the count.
And the 3-1, a line drive down the left field line. That's foul.
And I have had elbow and shoulder, so I can tell you from both, the shoulder was easier to come back from because it was arthroscopic. They put 4 holes in the shoulder and pulled it apart and did their work. With the elbow, they've got to open you up wide. Go in there. They had to take my ulnar nerve out of the elbow and put it on the other side and do a lot of stuff as far as bone chips, spurs, etc. So there's a lot more surgery in there.
Well, Cody Ross becomes Chico's second strikeout victim.
All right. Call today for Luna Double and get your second room of flooring for free. This is the Luna Double. 2 great catches by our one outfielder, Willie Harris, last night, and right makes a great grab. And then they move him over to left for defense, and late in the game, 2 amazing grabs. So call today, 877-241-LUNA. And get your second room of flooring for free.
Well, Brett Carroll to see if he can solve Chico's left-handed slants. Carroll struck out 3 times last night, going 0 for 4. Right field today for Freddie Gonzalez. Now to the shortstop. Guzman makes the play on the play. Kennedy for the force at second. And the Marlins are retired. So we go to the bottom of the second. Willingham and Harris and Bernardino for the Nationals. Brought to you in part by Jaguar. Visit your local Jaguar dealer to experience the 2011 Jaguar XJ. We're down at the bottom of the second at Nationals Park. Keep in mind that tomorrow, Mother's Day, you can spend Mother's Day with your family right here at Nats Park. The first 20,000 fans through the gates tomorrow against the Marlins get a free water bottle presented by Harris Teeter. And stick around after the game for the first ever kids and moms as they run the bases. That's tomorrow. Celebrate Mother's Day with us and the Nationals here at the ballpark. Go to the bottom of the second, and for Washington, it'll be Josh Willingham and then Willie Harris, followed by Roger Bernardino.
As I said last night, I went right home, watched Steven Strasburg in his AAA debut. He was spectacular. Had a couple of hits too, but 65 pitches, 45 for strikes, 6 punch outs and a hit.
Yeah.
But even
1 walk, huh?
Yeah, 1 walk, but you know, that not a big thing. He doesn't walk an awful lot of guys. It was he was throwing 95 to 100 the whole time. Great breaking ball. He's got a great changeup, and he's just right now. He's just kind of treading water until they bring him up here to the major leagues. He's major league ready right now.
Yeah, the clock is ticking. We'll have some highlights of that game last night as we continue here at Nats Park. And also, he had the game-winning RBI.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. In the first inning, or his first at bat, excuse me.
Record crowd at Syracuse, 13,766 last night. Had him standing there watching him dazzle the Gwinnett Braves with his stuff. Good look at Josh Willingham. The count on Josh at 2-2. And Willingham becomes the third strikeout victim.
Well, you see the size of that big man, Josh Johnson. This is 6'4", 6'5" from San Diego, 21 years old. Look at the breaking ball. Here you see the fastball and the movement on it. And he just has great mechanics, fields his position well. He can hit. He's a good athlete. Dropped 30 pounds his first year at college. He is a hard worker. And having Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn as your coach
not bad.
In college, not bad either. One of the interviews I listened to last night was, and here's the numbers, got the win. Some of those are meaningless, but AAA wins and things like that. But the things I look at, the hits and walks and strikeouts and the 45 strikes and 65 pitches thrown. The kid has great mechanics, great poise, and a lot of that is due to Tony Gwynn. He said, listen, this is what to expect in pro ball. You know, don't get too high, don't get too low, show up for work every day, work hard every day. And, you know, even doing a thing before the game with Matt Capps, that's the first thing Matt Capps said about Strasburg when asked, what's he like? Well, he's very professional about what he does at 21 years old. At 21, do you know what a freak I was? I was bouncing off the walls. I was nuts. I was riding my bike around all this time during workouts and spring training. I mean, this kid is the real deal from the sense that he's very professional. And, you know, he doesn't take himself too seriously. He's very humble. Now, some guys could be total jerks about being the first pick in the draft and et cetera, and I played with guys like that. He's none of that. And he's ready to come up here and play because that's what he's been doing for the last 2-3 years, getting ready to pitch at the major league level.
Ray and I had Tony Gwynn on our show last year, and that's extra, and he talked about Strasburg, and we asked him point blank, is this the best young pitcher you've ever seen coming out of college? He said, there's no question. He said he has every single thing going for him. There is nothing he lacks.
Well, confidence. And the word you used is pitcher, and that's the key. I have played, and I was a thrower for many, many years. Not a pitcher, not a guy that could hit his spots with a fastball. Didn't even have a breaking ball until I was 22. This kid has all of that stuff, and he pitches too.
Roger Bernardino, high fly to center, and Maven's got that one, and there's 2 down, or that's 3 down, and Harris was retired before him. That's the end of 2 at Nationals Park, scoreless. Of the third. Another ball game coming up tomorrow on Masson HD at 1:30 against Florida. And off to New York for a series against the Mets on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, or Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoon. A matinee affair before the ball club continues on the road trip out to Colorado.
Why don't we bring Ray and you on one of these trips? We'll set you up a little table out in left field like at Citi Field. I'm sure you'd have fun out there. Ray would be a hit. Mr. Met.
He would be. Yeah, I don't think you want to take him to New York. Well, Josh Johnson leads off the third with a base hit.
What a show off. We got 4 RBI on the season.
Guy hitting 231. Come on.
He can hit. And that's the one thing I've interviewed him, and he said he had a lot of coaching out in Oklahoma. And he said he had some ex-major leaguers, ex-minor leaguers, and some really good hitting coaches. He thought he was always going to be an everyday player in pro baseball. He didn't think he was going to be a pitcher. Most of us started out as decent players in high school, you know, shortstop, center field, and because of your arm, they make you into a pitcher. So he can hit.
And you were the biggest kid in the team, too. So you stared down somebody.
And the biggest baby.
Line drive to center field. Bernardina comes on and makes the grab, and back to first goes Johnson. So Maben retired, and Gabby Sanchez, the Marlins first baseman, up for the second time. Marlins have 2 hits. The Nationals have 1. Another game of the series coming up tomorrow. Levan Hernandez, Anibal Sanchez. Chico inside. 38 pitches, 23 strikes thus far.
I like it. I like it. And, you know, some of these pitches aren't just waste pitches. He's throwing them inside. You know, he might be trying to keep them low. Got a lot of pitching coaches say if you're going to miss low. You want to hang breaking balls, hang changeups that usually leave the ballpark. Didn't mind Maben getting hit with that pitch, even though it was in the foot. You just want to establish the inner half the first trip through the lineup.
And the 2-0. High fly to right field, and Harris has a beat on this one. And there's 2 down. How about becoming a founding member of the Citizens of Natchtown Fan Club today? Members got a ballpark tour ticket. You get a team store discount, special ticket offers, MLB game day audio, and more. Simply sign up today at natchtown.com. 2 down at the top of the third. Sanchez retired, and the always dangerous Hanley Ramirez will face Matt Chico. Last time Chico won a ball game at the major league level, 2007 against the Phillies, September 29th, beat him 4-2. Only gave up a run and 4 hits in that game.
Well, you talked about the mental part of the coming back from surgery. That's tougher than the physical. When they fix your arm, it's fixed. It's the mental part of it. I'll give you an example with Chris Carpenter. It took him a full year to come back.
Grounded down to Guzman. The toss on to Kennedy. And Chico getting the job done. 3. He has shut out the Marlins. We go to the bottom of the third.
Back to Nationals Park on a picture-perfect Saturday afternoon. We are scoreless as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Now, this is the Nationals Pups in the Park Day, so I'm sitting amongst a lot of furry friends, and they are big Nationals fans. A lot of them donning the red Nationals gear. A lot of fun out here. The Nationals are encouraging their fans to adopt pets, and there will be another Pups in the Park Day on August 29th, and they're actually going to have a parade around the warning track, so it should be a lot of fun. Johnny, Rob, back over to you.
Thank you, Debbie. It is a lot of fun. No matter where when you come to the ballpark, all kind of things taking place. Pups in the park.
Well, one of them asked her about that job and said, "You have a rough job, don't you, Debbie?"
Have to text Bob and say, "Hurry back." Good look at Josh Johnson, all 6 feet 7 inches of him. Allowed the Nationals only 1 base hit.
Remember that Robert Redford movie, Jeremiah Johnson?
Yes.
I mean, that's what I think about when I think about Josh Johnson. Just a big mountain man.
Will Nieves, the Nationals catcher today. Will is catching. The ball club has won 5 and lost 3. 194 batting average. Just seems like every time he's in the lineup,
it's a couple of knocks.
He does something, doesn't he?
He does something special. There's Pudge. A well-deserved day off.
And Pudge does something special every time he's on that field. A rare 0 for 4 night for Pudge last night. 1 ball and a strike to Will Nieves. Hey, Will's going to be with us tonight, as will all the Nationals. Rob over at the Gaylord National Resort for the Dream Foundation Gala. Grounder down to third base. That's going to be a base hit. Woo-hoo! Will Nieves, the leadoff batter, gets on to start the third.
Take that.
Take anything against this guy.
Swinging bunt right here. He would take a lot of crud on the bench. A grown man hit that, but he'll take it as a hit. Because tomorrow in the box score, it'll be a line drive.
That it will. Hit number 2 for the Nats.
Well, it'll be nice to see all the men dressed up in their tuxedos tonight.
Oh, there's the play at second base, then back to first, and a double play.
He did it 2 days in a row to us.
And just like that, there's 2 quick outs. Chico trying to advance.
Well, we talked about this with Stammen last night. And unbelievable. In one motion, Jorge Cantu wiped out 2 would-be base runners. He gets Will Nieves and then Matt Chico. And that is just some heads-up stuff by the Marlins third baseman.
And there's not much you can do, is there, Rob? No. When you've committed to bunting and you see Cantu coming in, he's only about 10 or 15 feet away from you.
This is how you stop. Well, we'll talk about next inning. I'll tell you how you can stop that.
So Cantu involved in all 3 outs. We go to the top of the 4th. there you see Johnson and Chico's numbers matching up, and Zimmerman's got that first inning single. And the Nats, both ball clubs with 2 base hits. And both pitchers getting the job done.
And doing it with 2 different styles. One with some big breakers, change-ups, and fastballs in. And one guy with some straight cheese, about 95, 96 for you on a nice barbecue-type afternoon. And I like your word, and Bob uses it too, sizzling. Johnson doing it with a sizzling fastball. But Cantu, man, 2 days in a row he has done that 5-4-3 on a bunt play.
It was almost like an instant replay from the night before. Yep. Same situation.
Well, we called it a slug bunt, and it's where the pitcher takes the bat, he squares around, and to keep guys at bay, you pull it back and you swing. You take a full hack at it. And, you know, if you do that every now and then, Jorge Cantu can't come in about 10 feet away from you while you're dropping down the bunt.
Right.
You got to keep him honest, and that's the way you keep him honest.
And you maybe send the guy like Cantu to Dr. Tony Natoli to have the teeth fixed.
Yes, you do.
Fly ball to center. Bernardina says, I got this one. And he does, battling the sun, and there's one down. We'll take a look at it once again, and you can see Cantu coming in the grass.
And you see how close he is, and he just a beautiful play once he makes the pickup. But in order to hold him at his position a little bit longer, occasionally the pitcher's got to, you don't pull the bat back, drop your hand down, and take a full swing like a regular hitter. You pull the bat back as far as you can with your hand almost like on the bunt, lower your hand just a little bit, and then just swing and try to make contact with the ball. That'll scare the heck out of any third baseman, first baseman that are charging.
And make him play back deeper next time.
Yeah, and so then they'll have a little bit more respect that, hey, he's not going to bunt every time he shows bunt.
Bouncing ball to Guzman at short, across to Dunn, 2 down. And Matt Chico continues to bedazzle the Marlins.
You can email us, Johnny. Ask about the Nats at massamsports.com. Ask us any question about baseball, or
you can ask Rob about that baby blue tux you'll be wearing tonight.
Oh, it's sweet. I had it out this morning. I was steaming it, getting the wrinkles out of it.
The only thing that I would really question, as Ronnie Polino faces Matt Chico, is the wearing of the Chuck Taylor black low-cut Converse. Really wouldn't want to do that with the tux.
I think I'm like a rock star. Why can't I wear the Chuck Taylor?
Well, you know, you really are. In a certain way, yeah.
See?
Foul ball down the right field line, out of play.
I have a very nice baby blue cummerbund that I have kept all these years. The rental place
sentimental value, is it?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you wear it to 4 high school proms, and you go through the 10th grade 4 times. I mean, you know.
With 4 different dates?
That's right, 4 different dates.
All of which, to this very day, still don't speak to you.
Oh, no. God, I had one girl in high school. He's a terrible kisser. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Polino.
Needless to say, I never get asked back for my high school reunions either. That's okay.
That's another subject for another day. High school reunion. They can be uplifting. They can be somewhat concerning.
I mean, I don't think I'm in the greatest shape of my life, but I definitely know I'm probably in better shape than a majority of my classmates there at 46.
Went to one of my reunions a couple of years ago down in Florida, and sitting at the table with the guy across from me, a classmate of mine, and line drive to right field. Can Harris make the play? No, he can't. Has to take it on one hop, and Polino on with a base hit to right. Marlins' 3rd hit of the ball game. And so the woman with him gets up to go to the ladies' room. And I was very close to asking him, where does his mother live? And it wasn't his mother.
It was his date.
It was, yes. Luckily didn't go that way. Bounded down the third base line. It's foul. But they can be fun, though, too.
You know, I'll have to go to one before I can say that. I mean, I haven't really kept touch with too many people over the last 25 years since I get into pro baseball. Needless to say, it's the same way, the reciprocation. What am I going to talk to him about? Hey, so what have you been doing with yourself for the last 25 years?
Yeah, or the old line about how do you know what to say when you do the games with Bob Carpenter? I mean, what, do you have stuff written down?
No, never. I heard that they cut in from MLB TV, and Bob and I the other night were talking about caramels and you know, what you tried to do to get rid of a sore throat because you had the sore throat. And,
sure. Guzman to flip on to Kennedy, and the Marlins are down through 4. Scoreless for the Marlins, scoreless for the Nats. They come to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Everybody holding their breath in this one today.
Brian from Family Guy making an appearance at Pups at the Park. I love Brian. But right there, Abe, I can't believe it. Abe passes Teddy for the win. Teddy Roosevelt still doesn't have a win.
Will it happen this year? Base hit to right field for Adam Kennedy to lead off the Washington 4th inning.
Everybody talks about Strasburg coming up here will be the key to success this year. It's Teddy Roosevelt winning that president's race, and this team is playoff bound.
Well, this team right now at 15-14, 9-8 at home.
Looking good.
Looking good. Keep it up. 3 games behind the Phillies in the East. Mets have got a 3-0 lead over the Giants today in the 3rd. And the Phillies and the Braves meeting 3:10 this afternoon in Philadelphia. 0-3-0 for the Marlins, 0-3-0 for the Nationals. No balls and a strike to Ryan Zimmerman.
I wouldn't mind seeing Zim hook up with a Josh Johnson 95-mile-an-hour heater and taking that one to right center.
Well, how about 3 home runs in 4 games against this ball club? Ryan's driven in 4 runs against the Marlins this year. Catch up one of those fastballs and deposit that thing over the Harris Teeter side. Zimmerman's average at .352. Swinging a high fly to right field. Drifting back is Carroll. He's got a beat on it before the warning track, and there's 1 down. And Kennedy heads back to first. Johnny Holiday in for Bob Carpenter. Bob back with you on Monday. And the ball club goes to New York against the Mets along with Rob Dibble. Great to have you with us on this windy Saturday afternoon. And a pitcher's duel between Matt Chico and Josh Johnson continues. And Adam Dunn will step in for the 2nd time.
Come on, Adam. You're going to let the guy from Oklahoma get you? You're from Texas. Come on. Some Texas pride right here. Take this guy out.
6 homers and 12 RBIs for Dunn. And getting better each game down at first base. Really worked hard to improve his defensive work at first. He's gone deep 13 times against the Fish. 0 for 3 last night. We've got a man at first base. Line shot down the right field.
Oh,
look out.
Look out. I had to laugh this morning. I was in the clubhouse, and Adam Kennedy and Ian Desmond have lockers next to each other. We're just chit-chatting. Ian Desmond's like a kid in a candy store. He's running around to people's lockers going, look at this guy's bat. Look at this guy's bat. Pulls out one of Pudge's bats and goes, look at how hard and how good this wood is right here. I mean, the fewest amount of grains on a bat it means how good the bat is, the wood is, right? And how rock hard it is, etc. And Adam says, if you were hitting 400, you'd have some wood like that, too.
Oh, great line.
You know, and a lifetime 300 hitter, and he's won 7 Silver Sluggers. Of course, he's going to get the best lumber.
You're not kidding. That manufacturers love him. Dunn with a fly to center. Babin says, I've got it. And he's got it. And Kennedy back to first base. Major League Baseball and People magazine. They're looking for individuals who make a difference in their community. 30 everyday All-Stars will be honored at the 2010 All-Star Game coming up in Anaheim in July. To nominate, go to peopleallstars.com. Let's send the national players out to the All-Star Game. Got to vote for Zimmerman. Got to vote for Pudge.
Desmond, Dunn,
Levon, Guzman,
Caps,
Willingham, Harris. We didn't miss
Jim
anybody.
Riggleman will probably be named coach, along with Charlie Manuel, the manager of the All-Star team. National League has to take one, because if we go to the playoffs, you want home field advantage in the World Series. So you got to win the All-Star game. A lot of new rules this year. 34 players per side. You can have a re-entry. Designated hitters. Going all out this year.
Did you guys win back in 90 and 91?
No, but thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. I know you didn't. That's why I brought it up. Just want to see what your reaction
I think we got 2 hits in 90, and I gave up the game-winning hit to Julio Franco.
You one of those guys that carried the camcorder around, you know, filming everything and taking pictures and posing and getting autographs? Because I know when I asked you for your autograph, you blew me off like that.
Absolutely.
Get out of my way, kid.
I heard about you.
Josh Willingham struck out.
First of all, you know how big the camcorders were 20 years ago?
Very small.
They're not like, you know, they were huge. I mean, you had to carry them on your shoulder. And besides the fact it was my second year in the big leagues, I couldn't afford a camcorder back then.
You were making, what, $125? There's Willingham with a shot to right.
Hit.
Over Carroll, off the wall, bounce past one. It could be 3 for Willingham, and Kennedy heading home. There's the throw to third. No play at third.
Go.
Ball bounces off the dugout. Willingham back to third, and the Nationals lead 1-0.
Beautiful.
The Nationals finally get to Josh Johnson.
Well, it's not easy, but as we said, go the other way with the heat. The hammer hits the heater off the right field fence in front of the bullpen, and he gets 3, and Kennedy comes in for the first run of the ball game, but he makes a mistake. You got to get him because he doesn't make many.
Josh with his 18th RBI. And it's a Nationals lead of 1-0. Willie Harris will face Johnson, who's given up 4 hits while striking out 4 in this ball game. So Willingham an RBI last night, RBI today. And Willie Harris with a 188 batting average, 184 now after going 0 for 1. Struck out in the second.
You were talking in the lunchroom about your basketball exploits back in the day. And who'd you say you played against? What? Willie Lanier?
No. Not quite. Willie Harris.
Did you?
Yes! Home run for Harris. Number 3.
Woo!
And the Nationals lead it 3-0. Touch them all, Willie. Well, the guy who is third all-time in home runs in this ballpark delivers again.
Well, we showed you the 2 great catches defensively, and he can get it done with the stick, too. 2-run home run right there. Quick hands through the zone, and a nice salute as he hits home plate. Outstanding.
And the Nats have touched up Josh Johnson for 3 runs here in the 4th inning. And Roger Bernardino flew to center his first time up.
13 career home runs at Nats Park.
Only Zimmerman had done her ahead of him. Good look at Willie. One of the classiest guys in this ballpark. Always a smile, always upbeat, always feeling good. There's a shot to right center from Bernardino.
Get in there.
Carroll,
oh my
reaches
goodness.
out, dives, and makes the catch.
What a play by Carroll.
And that gets Johnson out of the inning, but not before the Nats touch him for 3 runs and a great catch by Carroll to end the 4th. Three runs. Willie Harris goes deep. Well, he's playing the whole package. You need last night some great defensive plays. Today, big shot off the bat.
Swinging the bat.
You're not kidding.
And that's a huge blow, too. I mean, you got Josh Willingham's triple that plated one, and then the 2-run home run by Willie Harris. Matt Chico doing a great job, too. Johnny throwing some strikes, getting some ground balls, and right now, about 1.5 times through the batting order, he has kept the Florida Marlins off the board, and that's huge for the Nationals to have this kid come up and throw like this.
Matt Chico with memories of Luis Adelanto's first couple of outings here when he was brought up. And he's having his way thus far, limiting Florida to only 3 base hits as we go to the top of the 5th with a 3-0 lead now. And Brett Carroll, who ended the inning with that diving catch, leads off. Carroll with a .261 batting average. And Chico has allowed only 3 base hits. Johnson on deck, and one of those has been Josh Johnson single his last time up. And a swing and a foul back off of Davis's face mask.
This is Brett Carroll ending last inning on H.H. Gregg and the Exmo checking out the action. There's the dive. Perfect timing. got to squeeze it, hold on. And he does a great job.
And Carroll fouls it off down the right side.
That inning would still be going on right now if it wasn't for that catch.
Ball and 2 strikes now to the right fielder for the Marlins. Brett Carroll struck out 4 times last night. And the Chico works into a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came off the DL on April 14th, 11 starts.
Oh, that's a good afternoon for that young man. The foul ball. An adult beverage.
Right against left-handers, hitting .333 with a home run, 4 for 12 this year. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brett Carroll. Matt Chico's pitch count 63 so far here in the 5th inning. Through the 5th inning, and 40 strikes, 23 balls. Down to Zimmerman. Long throw to Dunn, and Carroll is retired. So Carroll starts the 5th inning with a bounder to Zimmerman at third base. AT&T trivia question. In 2006, Henry Ramirez and Ryan Zimmerman finished 1st and 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting. Who was 3rd and 4th? Josh Johnson, a base hit. Off Chico his last time. Breaking ball, catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Well, we talked about Florida having the Nationals number. Bounder up the middle. Guzman with a play. Could go on the 1st, and Johnson is retired. It's 2 up and 2 down in the 5th. Marlins have won 12 of 18 last year from this ball club and 3 of 4 this year. But you know, Rob, you just get that first win, and who knows what happens after that.
I agree. Last year, we got Johnson, 6 innings, 6 runs in his first start against us. The second one, he only lasted 3 1/3. He threw 89 pitches, 4 walks in that one. In the next one, got 4 runs off of him against Washington. And then he had a couple of back-to-back 5-inning outings. So, you know, he may be undefeated against us, but we've had his number a little bit in the last year. He put some runs and some pitches up on him, and right now it's up to 55 pitches. So it's the question of, you know, trying to put the ball in play, put pressure on him, be patient, get him today like he's gotten us in the past.
Only 1 loss for Johnson this year. The Mets, their opening game of the season, went 5 innings. The ball club got beat by New York 7-1. He was beating the Reds. He had beaten San Diego with a complete game and beat the Nationals his last start. Cameron Maybin up for the 3rd time. Hit by a pitch in the 1st inning and Fruta. Bernadina in center in the 3rd inning. Nice breaking ball. How about a pitch count for Matt today? Rob, what do you think? Jim Riddleman and
I don't think he's on any pitch count, but, you know, if he gets upwards of 100 by the 7th inning, that would be perfect. Right now, he's not too bad. He's about 15 pitches per inning, which is very acceptable.
And the pitch to Maybin. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Matt Chico racks out strikeout number 3. How about a chili dog? Yes, I'd love one. Make it 2. I'll give my partner Rob Dibble one, too, when we come back. TNT. Rethink possible. Johnny Holiday along with Rob Dibble. Happy to have you joining us today as the Nationals have a 3-0 lead over the Florida Marlins here at Nationals Park. Nats have got to Josh Johnson for 5 hits today, and the Marlins only able to solve Matt Chico for 3 base hits.
4th inning highlights for the Nationals. Josh Willingham, the hammer, off the right field. Bullpen fence will plate Adam Kennedy. And while he's waiting at third base to be plated, touch him all, Willie Harris. He hits a round tripper off Josh Johnson. And it's 3-0 Nationals.
A look of disbelief in Johnson's face as Harris toured the bases after that home run. And Willie Avis will lead off the Nationals' 5th inning. Arm drive to shortstop. Amazing grab by Hanley Ramirez. And there's 1 down.
Well, at least we're testing their defense. Brett Carroll with a great catch. Hanley Ramirez with a great catch.
We've seen some terrific catches in the series.
Yes, we have. It's been a very well-played series. I think both teams know how important these head-to-head matchups are in the division. And Hanley Ramirez getting a little air right there. Beautiful on the Exmo.
And Matt Chico bats from the left side. 194 average for Chico, rather. A 164 career batting average for Chico. He is 10 for 62.
Just a little tardy on that one. He's souvenir for you.
Has driven in 3 runs, though. Right into that double play. His first time up in the 3rd. Started by Cantu at third base. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Nationals left-hander. Christian Guzman, Adam Kennedy waiting on deck. Follow. And Johnson breaks the count full to his fellow mound opponent, Matt Chico. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Chico staying alive. Atta boy, Matt.
Well, and he's working him on a nice pitch count here. He's got him up to 62 pitches for the game.
Down to 3rd. Cantu. And there's 2 down. So Chico grounds out. And the AT&T trivia question. 2006, Hanley Ramirez and Ryan Zimmerman. 1 and 2 in the Rookie of the Year voting. 3rd and 4th place. Who were they? I have no idea.
Dan Uggla and Josh Johnson, both on the fish. So, who knew?
Not me. Base hit to the left field side. Guzman reaching out to slap an opposite field. Hit number 6 off Josh Johnson.
Let's see if Cantu can get up and catch this one. Oh, too quickly. Right by him. So that's it. You got to hit it very quickly right by him.
Adam Kennedy has 1 of the 6 hits for the afternoon, plus a run scored. And takes a pitch inside for ball. You're asking about Willie Lanier, Rob?
That was cute.
Well, Willie did play with us. Well, we had one of our baseball buddies. We had a lot of Senators played back when they were here.
You were
Dick Bosman, Rick Reichard,
Walter
Aaron
Johnson.
Yeah.
Played against a big train, didn't you?
Not again. No, not that far back. Hank Allen, who now scouts downstairs with us. Darrell Knowles. Should have had Frank Howard in that team, too. He All-American player at Ohio State. See Al Bando with the Oakland A's.
Can you imagine Frank Howard on a basketball court?
Yeah, I can.
He is broad-shouldered and big as he was. I don't think too many people wanted to play next to Frank.
But what a gentle giant he was.
Oh,
he still is.
Yeah, you're going to need some new lumber. Maybe go get one of Pudge's bats.
I'd like to see Frank at the ballpark some night. I know the fans would love to see it.
Absolutely.
True gentleman. Ball and 2 strikes to Kennedy. Had a pinch hit last night in game 1 of the series. Guzman leads off first. And the 1-2 pitch from Johnson. This is outside. Finds Zimmerman on deck, that Adam Dunn. Johnson already has a complete game this year against San Diego. 1 run, 3 hits. April 26th. That's the 4th of his career. Cross back and Guzman back safe. He struck out a career high 12 batters in that game.
And he had 3 hits and 3 RBI. Quite a game for the big man from Oklahoma.
Well, you're not kidding. Guzman running, and Kennedy fouls it back.
Go back.
Nats have never beaten Josh Johnson. They got a lead today of 3-0.
Oh, that's not enough. Need more.
Well, when you look at the 3, 4, 5 hitters in this Marlins lineup, Ramirez and Cantu and Ugla, 6 home runs, 7 home runs, 6 home runs. The one thing about when you look at Johnson's numbers, all of his wins this year, Rob, they've scored a lot of runs. 36 runs in his 3 victories. Guzman running again, and Kennedy slaps it foul down in the seats off behind the third base dugout.
Well, and I like the way our hitters, they're shortening up the swings, trying to be as quick as possible. When a guy throws 95, you've got to get that bat out in front of the plate to cover from foul line to foul line. And if you hit the ball behind those foul lines, it's going to be popped up in the air, hit on the ground because you're not ahead of it. So you've got to get that bat head out there quickly.
Well, Kennedy battling with Johnson now. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. And the pitch.
No, they pitched out.
They pitched out, and Guzman's a dead duck at second base. Took off, and a good call from catcher Ronnie Paulino. Guzman retired, and that's the 5th for the Nationals. Nationals lead at 3-0 as we go to the top of the 6th inning at Nationals Park. Your child, just like that beautiful baby, can be part of the coolest club in Natstown. That's the 2010 Junior Nationals Club, full of great benefits for kids ages 12 and younger. There's 2 membership levels, the free rookie membership and the MVP membership for only $15. Register now at nationals.com/juniornats. Well, we go to the 6th inning as Matt Chico continues. to have a very, very impressive outing. Nobody up in that Nationals bullpen either. 73 pitches, 46 strikes, Bob.
He's doing a very nice job. He's not going to mow you down. 86, 87 mile-an-hour fastballs.
He will face Gabby Sanchez, then Ramirez, then Cantu. Bounder up the middle into center field for a base hit. The chance Sanchez on, leads off with a single. And that'll bring up Hanley Ramirez right back to the box.
Gabby Sanchez, a ground ball and a fly ball to the right side, and he just pulls him a little bit more up the middle.
Got that thing a little high, didn't he, in the zone?
He's going to give up some hits, though. Only 4 hits to this point. I think it's an outstanding debut by Matt Chico here in 2010.
Well, you're not kidding. And the pitch, same place, same spot, same result. Back-to-back singles. As Ramirez goes up the middle, and Sanchez moves on to second.
A very dangerous hitter right here. The first 2 Marlins reach base. Be a tie game with 1 swing of the bat here from Jorge Cantu. You don't want to make mistakes up.
And Jim Lett's telephone has just rung out in the Nationals bullpen. 5th hit for Florida.
Well, and 3rd time through the batting order, and now they're starting to just try to do a little bit less, not trying to hit home runs, not trying to hit it in the gap. They're just trying to do whatever they can contact-wise, and the first 2 guys have just smacked the ball right back up the box through the middle.
Yeah, and Steve McCaddy will make a visit to the mound. And probably just to say to him, hey, no big deal, just settle down. You showed what you can do for the first 5 innings, 4 innings.
Miguel Batista now getting ready.
Matt Chico's last start at the major league level back in 08 against the Phillies, May 21st.
Well, Steve McCaddy was down in the minor leagues, and I know he knows Chico. So the one thing that Steve will bring is honesty, a bluntness about what your role is, and protect the 3-0 lead. And it's not just about you trying to get wins or you trying to get to a certain inning level. Now you got to go out there and get some outs without allowing the Marlins to score. And if they do, you minimize the damage.
And the pitch with 2 on to Cantu, nobody out. And he got that one for a strike.
Yeah, he got a call there. A little bit out over the plate and maybe a little bit outside, but we'll take it.
Sanchez at second, Ramirez at first. And the 0-1 pitch to Cantu. Just missed outside for a ball. Matt Chico in 07 led Major League Baseball rookie left-handers. He had 7 wins. There's a guy pitching in the semi-pro league at San Diego when he was finally discovered. Tossed to second base, and Sanchez gets back.
Well, Rod Barajas, who's now starring as catcher with the Mets and having a great season.
And hitting home runs, too, isn't he, Ron?
Hitting a ton. Hit 19 last year with the Blue Jays. He was pumping gas. Went to a tryout camp out in Arizona and got signed by the D-backs years ago.
Cantu, fair ball down the third base line. Sanchez will score. Ramirez to third. There's the throw to Zimmerman. Scoops it up too late. Into second base goes Cantu with a double and an RBI. So the Marlins get to the board for the first time today.
Well, let's give you the sequence of pitches right here. Cantu, the UPS store on the pitch track. Fastball away for a strike. Fastball away for a ball. And he's going to come back inside a little bit more. It looks like a changeup. Very dangerous to a guy like this to make a mistake with a changeup. And Cantu pulls it on the inside of the line there. Fair. Plate's one, but now it's trouble again. Second and third, no outs, Johnny.
UPS Store Pitch Track, Nationals Pitch Track packaged by the UPS Store. We do a lot more than just shipping, like offering moving boxes and supplies. Cantu with his 28th RBI of the season leads the Marlins in that category. He's had a 1-for-3 afternoon. And Batista heating up in a hurry out in the Nationals bullpen. And there's still nobody down here in the top of the
That'll
sixth
be it
for
Florida.
Mr.
Chico.
Yep, and Jim Riggleman makes the long walk out to the mound. Will Davis will join in the conversation. Infielders come in to congratulate Matt Chico for a heck of a job today, and we'll be back at Nationals Park in a moment. The Nats up 3-1. Brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Your local Ford dealer invites you to experience Ford like never before. Ford, drive one. And by H.H. Gregg. We make buying TVs and appliances simple. H.H. Gregg, price and advice guaranteed. Johnny Holiday along with the Rob Dibble here at Nationals Park. The Florida Marlins on the board here in the sixth inning. 3-1 the Nationals lead. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. So it's up to Miguel Batista, Rob, to come on and get out of this inning.
Well, you also want Matt Chico to leave with a positive feeling about today's outing. Wasn't able to get through the lineup for the third time, but he did a great job holding the Marlins at bay. 5 shutout innings. Ran into some buzzsaws here in the sixth, and now it's up to Miguel Batista to do his thing out of the bullpen.
Dan Rudders at third and at second. Ramirez down at third. Jorge Cantu after the RBI double at second. And Dan Ugla is the first batter that Batista will face.
It's a soft breaking ball right there. A little low. Ugla didn't like the call, but was able to get the strike call.
No balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball outside. Nobody out here in the sixth. A 3-1 Washington lead. Ronnie Polino on deck, then Cody Ross. Ugla with runners in scoring position, batting at a pretty good clip, 333. Got a chance to add to his RBI total there of 11 with runners in scoring position. The breaking ball outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Matt Chico, 5 innings of work, 1 run. These runners on the bases now will be charged to Chico if they get in. Only gave up 6 hits. But 3 of those in this inning.
Dale Scott's got a good zone today. Pitcher's zone. And if you're Batista, you don't want to add to the misery here. You want to stop Uggla here, pop him up, strike him out. 2-1 pitch. Just a fastball, good sinking fastball that actually does come back across the edge of the plate.
Good pitch at 93 too.
Yep.
And the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that move. Fake to third and spin around to second.
And probably the last time.
Well, you know, get the hitter. Focus on the hitter.
Outfield playing straight away. Grounded to Guzman at short across the Dunn. Run will score, but there's 1 down.
All right, you'll take that one there. Still have the lead.
Well, Ramirez scores. And Uggla with a ground out to Guzman at short.
Good fastball breaks Uggla's bat. Weak ground ball to shortstop, plates a run. So Uggla got the job done. One thing the Marlins can do is manufacture some runs. A couple of singles, a double, and a broken bat. Fielder's choice to shortstop.
And all of a sudden they're right back in the ballgame.
Absolutely. We got 2 runs, and they're still in business right here. 1 out and a man on second.
Ronnie Paulino with a base hit. He takes a pitch just outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Cody Ross on deck for the pitch. 3-2 Nationals lead. They're at the top of the 6th inning. And Batista wasting no time coming back. Hits it for called strike.
Another good breaking ball for strike 1.
I don't think Matt Chico has to apologize for anything, Rob, the way he pitched today.
Absolutely. Another good breaking ball on the corner. I mean, he came up here throwing strikes. You know, he knows his limitations. He throws 86 miles an hour top end fastball, but mixed in some great off speed and strikes to get the team to the 6th inning. And right there you see the 2-strike pitch right on the corner.
And Batista delivers outside for ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Didn't walk anybody. Chico, no walks and 3 strikeouts.
That's huge.
Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ronnie Paulino.
And really held them at bay. 3 hits through 5. They got 3 hits in this inning off of Matt. So he did an outstanding job.
And the pitch fouled off to the right. And the count stays at 2-2.
Good team, they'll pitch you up. And right here, Miguel Batista trying to keep that lead in order.
Cantu down at second base. 1 away. And the 2-2. Down to Zimmerman. Looks Cantu back to second across the diamond to first.
Nice pitch.
They got it. And there's 2 down. Great play by Zimmerman. Heads up play.
And Dunn digs it out at the end. So Zim looking back Cantu. People won't notice sometimes what the first baseman can do for you. Adam Dunn. Watch this. A quick little flick over there. And it's in the dirt. And Dunn picks it out. Let's see this. Keep him at second. Keep him at second. Throw it over to first. And a nice scoop right there by Adam Dunn.
Adam had, 5 or 6 groundouts last night hit to him.
He's a big boy. He stops a lot of balls. A couple of them will get by him from time to time, but he's done a fantastic job this year.
Ross with a swing and a miss. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. Then grounded to short in the 4th. Batista heading the count.
All right, come on, Miguel. You got 2 big outs. Third one, this will be huge. Keep the momentum in the Nationals dugout.
Marlins that tying run at second base in the person of Cantu. It's a ball and 1 strike. Sean Burnett, the left-hander, starts to loosen up. Makes his home down in Florida. second bat, line drive to Guzman at shortstop. And Batista comes in and gets the job done, leaves that tying run at third.
Kennedy singles into right field. A fly out from Ryan Zimmerman. Adam Dunn slide out to center, and then a huge two-out hit by Josh Willingham as he triples to right. Kennedy scores, and then big Willie Harris homers into right field. Willingham and Harris score, and Josh Johnson is in total disbelief. That's where we are, Johnny. 3-2 right now. Good guys.
The good guys up by 1 at Adam Kennedy. Talk about the good guys. 3-time All-American at Cal State Northridge. When he was in college, leads off against Josh Johnson. Nationals up by 1. Adam born in Riverside, California. MVP of the ALCS Championship Series with Anaheim. Pops one down the left field line, foul. World Series ring with the Angels back at 0-2.
Most valuable player of the ALCS.
Right.
Some huge home runs.
Came up with the Cardinals in '99, Anaheim in 2000. Lines it foul down the right field line this time.
Went back to the Cardinals. Played with his buddy David Eckstein for a little bit. Little old angel magic.
Quiet guy, but a nice guy, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's quiet, but he's sneaky funny. He is. He's what we call a sniper. You know, he'll just kind of hang out. And when he can throw in a really good, funny line, that's when Adam jumps in.
Adam with a shot to right, drifting back is Carroll. Nice starts in. Lost it. Looked like he lost it up in the sun. Able to come back and make the catch. And last night, Ryan Zimmerman, remember, homered in the 6th inning to give the Nats a lead. Let's see if he can duplicate that feat.
Volstad with a breaking ball deep to right field. Go. All right, little zim-zam right here. Come on, gentlemen, Zim.
Zimmerman 1 for 2 today. Single in the 1st inning.
What's his dog's name? Miley? Yeah. He's got a bulldog named Miley. You could see your dentist needs maybe a little teeth straightening there. I love bulldogs.
Don't think Dr. Natoli does dogs.
What?
Not sure, but I don't think he does.
You see Joe Girardi? He's got braces on. Come on. Are you a little old for braces?
Yeah.
Now you're in New York. You gotta have a nice smile. Come on, you're an ex-catcher. You're not gonna have a pretty smile.
Never too late, though, is it?
Yeah.
Straighten that thing out.
My mom was a dental hygienist. I didn't put braces on.
Wanted to talk to you about that, too.
Sorry.
No, 1-2 the count to Zimmerman.
They used to call me picket fence. Those teeth like a picket fence.
Mr. Chicklets?
Yep. Some are here, some are there.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the Nationals' third baseman. Adam Dunn next, then Willingham. In the bottom of the 6th, 3-2 ball game. Got him looking on the outside part of the plate.
Was a sizzler. 96 on the black.
Josh Johnson's 5th strikeout of the afternoon.
Dale Scott, 1-2. He's been given this pitch. So if you see it going that way, you better swing the bat because our guys are getting it, and so are theirs.
Adam Dunn, the strikeout victim back in the 1st. Nobody on and 2 out for Dunn. Yeah, Johnson misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Reniel Pinto, who came in last night, pitched the 3rd of an inning, gave up 1 hit. He's out in the Marlins bullpen. And Johnson 96 on that fastball outside.
That's what I like about the young man. He gets stronger, more powerful as the game progresses.
And a check swing, but a call strike.
Off-speed slider at 87. That's pretty sad, actually. You're looking for 96 and you get 87 moving.
Doug pops it up foul behind home plate.
See the grip right here on Exmo. Yeah, it is. It's a 3. Well, it's a circle change grip. But his hands are just so stinking big, he can't actually make a little circle like the rest of us.
With the small hands?
Yeah, with small hands, you could get that circle and connect the thumb and the finger there. Everybody's got a little bit different grip. However, it's comfortable to you.
No, since coming up in 2005, Johnson's strikeout total 472. Only 191 walks.
It's a little windy.
A little windy. Adam Dunn pounded, playing deep behind the bag as Sanchez tosses on to Johnson. And the Nationals go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-1 now. 3-2 now.
Good guys lead 3-2. And our Exmo has captured a lot of great defense today. Some of it on the other side of the field. There's Brett Carroll out in right field, stealing a sure double. H.H. Gregg, his sponsor. And you see Hanley Ramirez getting vertical right there. It's about 40 inches higher than I can jump, Johnny.
Yeah, I can see that. He's a swing and a fly ball down the right field line. Harris, as he gets across the foul line, makes the catch.
Yes.
And there's one pitch and there's one quick out here in the 7th. 3-2, the Nationals by 1. Florida with 2 in the 6th after the ball club. Nats put 3 on the board in the 4th inning, highlighted by Willie Harris's home run. And Wes Helms. Let's check and see. Is that Helms?
No, it's
Peterson?
Tyler Peterson.
Made his major league debut with a pinch hit single last night in the 8th inning. Nice debut for the young guy.
Josh Johnson out of the game early. I like it.
So Peterson will hit. Ryan Peterson, again this season with AAA New Orleans. Second in hits in spring training for the Marlins. And Hayden Hop out there in the Marlins bullpen.
Well, Sean Burnett should be making an appearance here.
And Jim Riggleman strolls out to the mound again.
Burnett's warming up, and he's going to go.
And Batista.
Fine job.
Yeah, nice job.
That was an excellent job. Only allowing that 1 run to score. Got 4 huge outs.
Well, Jim Riggleman with a call to the bullpen for Sean Burnett to face the rookie, Ryan Peterson. We'll be back, Tyler, in just a moment. Game. Good day for a little ice cream here at the ballpark as Sean Burnett comes in to make an appearance. Third Nationals pitcher of the afternoon. A Florida native himself from Dunedin, Florida. Sean came out of the pen last night and worked 1/3 of an inning. And he will face the left-handed hitting Brian Peterson. Sometimes goes by Tyler.
Yes, my God.
Ground ball into the photographer's well. Fouled out behind the first base dugout.
4th round pick back in 2007, Mr. Peterson. From Northridge, California. Born in Agora Hills, California.
Robert, you talk about a pitcher paying his dues. Look at the stops that Sean Burnett has had. Hickory, Lynchburg, Altoona, Nashville, Indianapolis before he came up with the Pirates in 08. First came to the Nationals in that trade with Niger Morgan for Joel Hanrahan and Lastings Millage in 2009. Last year, June. A high fly to center field. Bernardino shading his eyes with his glove in the sun and makes the second out. So there's 2 down here in the 7th. Voting is now open, keep in mind, for the 2010 All-Star Game in Anaheim. Help send your favorite Nationals to this year's All-Star game. You can vote up to 25 times at Nationals.com. We suggest you vote early, vote often. Vote today at Nationals.com. Johnny Holiday for Bob Carpenter. Rob Dibble alongside. Happy you're with us. Debbie Taylor working downstairs with Ray Knight set to go with Byron Kerr. And that's extra post game after this ball game. And a chance to see the great National fans and any of the family at the Gaylord National tonight for that Nationals Foundation Dream Gala coming up. Well worth your trip. Nationals Dream Foundation is a terrific give back to the community organization. Well worth your price and the opportunity to be with us just to see Dibble. That would be enough. You gonna be at the dance floor, do a little Casey and the Sunshine Band stuff tonight? Or?
Most definitely. Bad walk right there to Cameron Maben with 2 outs. Top of the order. Gabby Sanchez, Hanley Ramirez, and Jorge Cantu. A lot of danger lurking in the middle of this order. Don't want to give him anybody to drive in.
Well, that's the first walk of the afternoon from Nationals pitchers. It's Tyler Clippard. Loosens up. Jim Riggleman back out. That may be it. One batter, Cameron Maben, is all, or 2 batters is all that he's going to face. Ian Desmond comes in. And we will take a break. We'll be back to Nationals Park. Nats clinging to a 3-2 lead. Up by 1 here in the 7th. Tomorrow at 1:30 in Massett HD and DC 50. The Nats conclude this series with the Florida Marlins. Anibal Sanchez, 1-2 on the season, 4.06 ERA. Had lost a game of the Nats. He is 3-0 with a 2.87 ERA. And Livan Hernandez, what a job he's done. 4-1, ERA under 1, 0.99, second best in the majors. All our coverage beginning at 1 o'clock with Nats Extra, presented by your Washington Ford dealers. Kristen Guzman moves to second. Ian Desmond now takes over the duties at shortstop. And Tyler Clippard trying to get the Nats out of this inning. He will face Gabby Sanchez. Base hit last inning and scored one of the Marlins' 2 runs.
Well, you don't want to totally forget Maben over first base. He's got good speed. He will steal some bases if he needs to.
He stole 3 this year.
Yep, so you don't want to just forget him over there. But you got to get Gabby Sanchez here and get out of this inning.
1 inning pitched out of the bullpen for Clippard did not pitch that. Walker pitched last night. The other Tyler. 2-6-0 for the Marlins. 3-6-0 for the Nationals. And a 1-ball, no strike count to Sanchez. good.
Tyler,
91.
challenging him with a 92, 91 mile an hour fastball, well placed, up and in. Not going to hit that. Now that you're right there, even in the count, now you could throw pretty much anything you want. Breaking ball, changeup, another fastball.
Well, Tyler's career in the minor leagues and major leagues as a strikeout pitcher compared to walks, almost a 4-to-1 ratio.
No, he has great pitches. It's just, as a reliever, you have to throw strikes right now. You can't play around like a starting pitcher knows. At the pace myself, I got to go 21, 24 outs. Throw some off-speed stuff to start people off. When you're a reliever, you got to come in, throw strikes right now. You got to press the issue.
And you got to be mentally tough. There you see Tyler, third in the National League in most strikeouts in relief, 25.
Very nice. Well, you got to have a short memory. You got to get over the bad outings.
And another called strike. He hasn't had many bad outings with this ball club.
No, he has not. He's done a wonderful job.
Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Clippard gets ahead of Gabby Sanchez. Maben down at first. 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a high fly to left field. Willingham drifting back and back and back, and it is gone. 2-run homer for Sanchez, and the Marlins lead it 4-3.
Four straight fastballs, and Gabby Sanchez got the 4th one, and he murdered it. And that would have been a good time for a breaker or changeup, but that's all right. Come back. You got to get Ramirez. You can come back from this 1-run deficit. You've done it before.
Gabby Sanchez, 2nd home run this year.
Some tough lessons for the Clipper because he's in a very big situation for this ball club. He's going to be in a lot of tight games. You're going to have some days like today, but you just try to learn from him. Can't totally go away from your breaking stuff either.
Bounding ball down third base side, foul. Well, the way this ball game is going, Rob, it sort of echoes the same thing we saw last night. Nationals take the lead, can't hold it. The Marlins regain the lead, and they keep it the rest of the way in the late innings. No balls, 2 strikes to Ramirez. Base is clear after Sanchez's home run.
No, the tough thing was to have to bring Tyler in that situation. Sean Burnett had it looking good. Get through that 7th inning. Get those 2 outs. Get Cameron Maben, and you walked a guy that's not really known as a decent hitter. Hasn't earned that right at the major league level. Now Gabby Sanchez is a good hitter. Ramirez is one of the best. Won the batting crown last year in the National League, and then you have an RBI machine in Cantu. And that would have been what was facing Tyler Clippard. So it's no excuse for the home run ball, but the walk is really what precipitated that.
Yeah. Ball gets away from Nieves, and Ramirez has the 3rd best average in the National League against right-handed pitchers at .358. And the count is full to the Marlins shortstop. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Clippard trying to work out of this jam after swinging that home run.
Nice.
And he gets Ramirez to strike out, but not before the Marlins come up with that shot from Sanchez to put him on top as we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-3 Florida. Run by Sanchez, 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at Nationals Park. The question now is, how do the Nats get back in this ball game?
Well, you got to score some runs. First of all, you got to tie the game, and then you got to score some to win the game. And you're only down a run. And, you know, sometimes it happens. Your starter can't get through the order 3 times. You're into the bullpen. Bullpen's not getting the job done right now. You got to be picked up by your offense. And the bullpen had been doing a great job. The starters are going very well right now.
They are, yeah.
You know, Olsen's game, Stammen's game, and Chico's game. They've been doing a fantastic job. And Matt Chico comes up here. He is fully rehabilitated from his elbow surgery, and he did nothing but throw strikes, Johnny. Didn't walk a batter, and he lasted 15 outs. Josh Johnson on the other side of it, 6 strong innings. Both of those guys did a great job. So Josh Johnson, we got to him a little bit, but now it's time to get to the Marlins bullpen, and got 9 outs to do it, Johnny.
And you get rid of Johnson, thank goodness. Brian Peterson goes to left field. And Cody Ross takes over in center. And Burt Badenhop on the mound now for Florida. Hadn't won a ball game in 10 appearances with a 4.96 ERA, and it's up to Josh Willingham to start things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
You want to play with the big boys come October, you got to win these tight ball games, and this is the kind of ball game we should win. We got the offense to do it.
Nationals have shown the ability to come back many, many times this year. It'd be nice to be even up in the series 1-1 rubber game tomorrow. There'll be 2 games over 500.
Get up!
A high shot to left field. Drifting back, and it is gone.
Oh, hammer.
Just like that, the Nats tie it up at 4.
I told you, Johnny, we had to tie it up first.
The hammer hits another one out. Number 5 for Willingham, number 19 RBI.
UPS store here on the pitch track. Don't try to get it inside on the hammer, because he will nail it to left field. He loves the inside half of the plate, quickens the hands. Bad breaking balls go a long way in the big leagues. Souvenir.
Willingham ties the ball game at 4. Willie Harris steps in.
All right, new ball game. Got to go to work.
Well, there was no doubt about that one. A line drive off the glove of Sanchez at first. On the deflection picked up by Ugly, and he got him. Well, a tough break for Willie Harris. Looked like he might have had a base hit.
Harris hits the heck out of this ball, but lucky for the Marlins, Sanchez gets a glove on it, knocks it over to Ugla, recovers, gets over to first. It's a nice play by the Fish.
Yeah, there's one down. Roger Bernardino facing Badenhop.
Hey, we have seen some great. And listen to Pudge Rodriguez and Will Nieves talking down by the dugout.
Bernardino trying to bunt his way onto the base hit. And they barely got him, just got him at first. So there's 2 down. And Will Nieves will step in. Burt Badenhop with his first major league save April 14th against Cincinnati. He's retired 2 of the 3 batters he's faced here in the 7th. The one guy couldn't get out, Willingham took him deep. No balls and a strike to the A's.
Big slow breaking ball by Badenhop.
Breaking ball misses outside. Right-handers hitting .235 against the Marlins reliever.
0-2 pitch. There you see it. Big breaking ball. Didn't get the call. Will's still alive in there.
And the pitch. Nieves pops it to second. Will get it. And just on the outfield grass, and Josh Willingham. One swing of the bat. Deposits that fastball into the left field seats and ties the ball game at 4.
And last night, Jorge Cantu pretty much did the same thing he was going to do today. Home Depot doing more on defense. He's going to double up the Nationals. Bad bunt by the pitcher on the sacrifice, so he goes to second for 2. The exact same thing today. Matt Chico to Jorge Cantu, and he does more on defense again. So 4 outs on 2 bad bunts. Jorge Cantu, he likes to do his shopping at Home Depot.
As he should. As we all should. Nats have hit 2 out of the park today, one by Woody Harris and one by Josh Willingham. And it's a brand new ball game. It's 4-4 into the top of the 8th. Both ball clubs 7 hits. Tyler Clippard delivers to start off the 8th to Jorge Cantu.
This kid, excellent player. I think the Marlins almost gave up on him this year. Didn't have a very high on base percentage, some said, after last season.
He's been very solid in this series, to say the least.
He had 100 ribbies last year, so he had 16 home runs. Big deal. Not everybody hits a bunch of home runs, but he knows what to do when he gets guys in scoring position.
Line drive to center, drifting back, Bernardina. On the runs, got it, and there's one down. Chili's, it's all in the preparation. Don't forget that. So Cantu is retired in the top of the 8th. Dan Uggla steps in. Got a base hit back in the 2nd. Double to left, ground out to short, then ground out with an RBI in the 6th. And Tyler Clippard delivers to Uggla.
Well, this is a very good hitting fastball team. You throw some fastballs in their wheelhouse, and they will crank them.
The franchise at Florida has really been sizzling the last couple of years, haven't they, Rob?
Goodness gracious. I think 84 wins 2 years, 87 last year. Freddie Gonzalez, they're talking about replacing him.
Got a
Why?
Extension, didn't he?
Yeah, but, you know, they're the lowest payroll in baseball, and they win.
Got a new ballpark opening up next year?
2 years.
2 years. down to the side of the old Orange Bowl in Miami.
Man, it's going to be a whale of a building. I mean, that thing's going to have the retractable roof. You think just they'd get 30,000 people alone just because it's going to be an air-conditioned building.
Yes, you think the marketing department folks at Florida trying to figure out a way to get the fans in the stadium, because the place they're in right now, nobody shows up there at all.
They should hire me, because I would put a Morrison's cafe in there, and you get the senior citizens in there at 5 o'clock during batting practice for the early bird special every day.
Right.
You get 30, 40 grand just on that alone. So it's a nice little place like that, and you're all set.
Let me give you that number, 1-800-CALL-ROB.
You have your AARP card, don't you?
Not yet.
Not yet, but you're close. I know Bob has his.
But you'd think that somehow, some way, they'd get fans to come down to South Florida. All the transplanted folks from up north.
Absolutely. That's a great call right there.
Now, my goodness.
You're missing a great game.
Yeah.
They are some great players on Florida the last few years. They've won 2 championships. I mean, look at the Cubs fans. They haven't won a championship in over 100 years.
Yeah. Well, LeVon's been his style. Pitch. Good strike.
Way to make a pitch right there. Mr. Ugla, you'll get nothing and like it. Go back to the dugout.
Ugla strikes out for the first time. Levon and Pudge and Miguel and Willingham and Olsen, all former Marlins.
I don't know why you're yelling at Dale Scott. You're the one who swung at that pitch. It's always someone else's fault. Come on, ump.
Ronnie Paulino with a base hit today. There's 2 down here in the 8th inning. And Paulino fouls it off to the right.
Nice. That away clip.
Well, Paulino certainly has better success against left-handers than right-handers. We'll talk about that in a second.
0-1 breaking ball, a beauty. I've told you before, his changeup curveball is good as anybody's, and he's starter too. Changeup, have a seat.
He is gone, and Clippard strikes out the last 2 batters he faces as we go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 4-4. It is brought to you by Hager. Hager, established 1926. Your own great moment starts at Hager.com. And we're back at Nationals Park. Josh Willingham has tied the ball game with that home run, as you see in the bottom of the 7th, making the Army lacrosse guy pretty happy. The guy with the DC shirt on there extremely happy, too. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning with a 4-4 ball game. And Ian Desmond leads off for the Nationals. Came into play short the last inning. .253 average, got 5 doubles, 12 runs, stole 3 bases thus far. And 3 home runs for Desmond.
Hit him.
Hit him.
Well, that's a nice start to the bottom of the 8th.
Well, Desmond hit by a pitch.
Tries to come inside a little bit with the breaking ball, and it nicked him. You can hear the little clip right there. Some material of the uniform.
Well, the Nationals have the go-ahead run down at first base in the person of Ian Desmond. And we go to the top of the Nationals batting order with Guzman, Adam Kennedy on deck. And a toss back to first. With Elijah Morgan in the on-deck circle as a pinch hitter.
There's our bench. Alberto Niger, Ivan Rodriguez, and Willie Tavares. There's nothing but speed on that bench. No, I was looking at some Ivan Rodriguez stats. Do you know he has 60 triples career?
Really?
Yeah. Not bad for a catcher.
Gonna say.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal athlete.
All-Star, Gold Glove winner, Silver Slugger. And headed for the Hall of Fame. Nice double.
Oh, no, he's not.
Guzman goes to second. Desmond goes to third. He's going to be held up by Pepper scratching third. So the go-ahead run at third base. The insurance run at second, and there's nobody out in the 8th inning.
Come on, let's go, Nats.
Perfect bunt by Guzman.
This was a beautiful bunt right here. Keep it away from Cantu. It goes over. Sanchez picks it up, and good on the throw over the right-hand side of Guzman. He goes to second. Desmond all the way to third, and now, well, I don't know. Personally, I would walk Niger to set up a force at every base.
They give Guzman a base hit in that bunt, plus an error. Shot to first. Sanchez makes the play. And the put out, and the runners have to stay at third and second. And there's one away. And up comes Ryan Zimmerman.
Great job by Nigel Morgan. He rips a shot right here. But an even better big league play by Gabby Sanchez. So he snuffs out the run, and it is 1 out. Guess who's coming up, Johnny?
Ryan Zimmerman.
And guess who's not going to be able to hit?
Ryan Zimmerman.
Now they're going to walk him. Set up the force play, possible double play.
And don't you know Adam Dunn is licking his chops saying, okay, that's good. Put him on.
Put him on.
Yeah,
and
I'll take my chances.
If Adam gets a piece of one, we got 4 runs. Because you got nowhere to put Adam Dunn.
Well, a wise decision. At least they think it's a wise decision to put on Zimmerman. And load the bases. Sets up a double play. And of course, it's a Zimmerman first. Guzman at second. Ian Desmond at third. And that may be it for Bert Budenholzer. Bases loaded, 1 down.
Pinto will be coming in. Reniel Pinto.
So a tie ball game. The Nationals looking to take the lead here in the 8th. Back in just a moment. this 4-4 ball game. And the Marlins bringing on their third pitcher of the afternoon, Reniel Pinto.
Come on, man. Bust his ass. Let's go.
Left-hander against left-hander, Rob. Adam Dunn against Reniel Pinto.
Come on, Adam.
What has done today? Struck out in the first, flat out to center in the fourth, and a ground out in the seventh or sixth. And there's nowhere to put Adam Dunn. Bases loaded. Strike.
That's why the move was made right there for Pinto. 7 punch-outs, 14 plate appearances for Adam Dunn, and he's 2 for 14 against Pinto.
Let's go 3 for 50. Foul down the first base line. And quickly, Pinto gets ahead of Dunn. No balls, 2 strikes. Desmond at third, Guzman at second, Zimmerman at first. Remember the no ball, 2 strike count against him. Tie ball game. Would number 12 be sweet? Just misses inside.
You just need a knock right here for 2 runs.
Make contact.
Let's make some contact now. They can't put the switch on him. They're playing pretty much straight up. Possible double play situation.
1 out. And the 1-2 pitch. Foul back, and he stays alive. Willingham on deck. He's already drilled his home run today, number 6 of the year. Last inning. Red will step out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, there's been no blowouts in this series, has there, Rob?
No.
2 ball clubs. Always tight games.
He hits him!
He can't grab it. And the go-ahead run across the plate and hit on the right shoulder. How about that?
And that's it. His one guy, because Sanchez is ready for Willingham. Nice job, Reniel. Nice job, baby.
Desmond, the go-ahead run. Sanchez heads to the mound again, gets the baseball, and Pinto's out of there.
Well, gripped it a little bit too tight, and he just smokes the big man right in the shoulder blade. And that's one of the sweeter RBIs, I'm sure, of his career.
That's number 13 of the year. He'll take it, and the Nats have got a lead of 5-4. Back in a minute.
Guys, the Nationals over the Marlins. A hit batter with the bases loaded is the difference in this game. But in the 7th inning, the 4th drive of the game, the hammer from Alabama. It's the game-tying home run. And that made it 4-4. So Josh Willingham is your 4th drive of the game, Johnny.
And deservedly so for what he did today.
Oh, absolutely. A triple, RBI triple, and then that home run. Have a day.
How about this inning? 2 hit batters, a walk, a hit, and a line shot from Morgan. Almost a base hit to first base. Manufacturers 1 run. That's all the Nats need to take the lead.
Yep, no hit, sacrifice, and there the hardest hit ball was Nigel Morgan. The shot to Gabby Sanchez, that was an out. Now the hammer can put this game on ice with a grand salami.
He has been known to do that in the past. Out of the bullpen for the Marlins, Brian Sanchez, the 4th pitcher for Florida.
The Madcapper.
Madcap's ready to come in and nail down this baby in the 9th. Willingham fouls it back out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the 8th inning. That's supposed to cross 1 run. They go with their 8 base hits. Guzman at 3rd, Zimmerman at 2nd, Dunn at 1st.
Pops him up.
Pops him up. Battling the sun is Paulino. And records the 2nd out. Rolling out pops to the Marlins catcher. And Willie Harris has gone deep today.
His 2-run home run put the Nationals up 3-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. Great job by Hot Rod Harris. We salute you, my friend.
They had the game-winning RBI against the Braves the other night. Walk-off, bottom of the 9th. And the 2 down. Let's see what Willie Harris can do against Brian Sanchez. Grounder foul. And Sanchez ahead in the count 0-1. Willie, Mr. Versatility, plays so many different positions equally as well. And the 0-1. It's high. And there's nowhere to put Harris. Let's take a look at the runners again on the bases. Guzman down at 3rd. Ryan Zimmerman at 2nd. Adam Dunn hit by a pitch to force in the go-ahead run. Is at 1st. Check swing, but he went through. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
See if he breaks the plane of the plate. Well, the plate is right in there, so right between his legs. Close. Very close.
The 1-2 from Sanchez to Willie Harris. Breaking ball. Caught him looking for a call. 3rd strike. Harris is gone. The Nats are gone. We go to the top of the 9th. Matt Katz, the saves leader, with 11, comes out of the Nationals bullpen to try to save this one. as Matt Capps comes on to try to nail down the save for the Nationals. As we head to the top of the ninth, Potomac Nationals begin a 7-game homestand. That'll be coming up on Monday. The Peanuts will showcase some of their great promotions, including a belly buster Wednesday, Thursday cheers with dollar drink specials. All you got to do is call 703-290-5311 to join the party with the Potomac Nationals. Well, a nice way to join the party with a win after this ball game at the Nationals Dream Foundation Gala tonight. If Capps can nail this down, he leads the major leagues in saves, 11 for 11.
And Tuesday at Potomac, Johnny, Jason Marquis will be making rehabilitation starts.
Good for Jason.
Go out there and check him out.
Roger Bernardino will move to right field. Elijah Morgan to center. And Willie Harrison left. Matt Capps facing Cody Ross in the ninth. Got some speed in the outfield. And the pitch. This is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the ninth. That's by a run. 5-4. And Cody Ross today has taken the collar. He's 0 for 3. Matt Capps from Douglasville, Georgia, 26 years of age. Past 3 years with Pittsburgh, led that ball club in saves each of the 3 seasons. Line drive to second base, and there's 1 down. Guzman with a nice one-handed grab. And the Nats are 2 outs away from nailing down the win. Coming up right after our ball game, Ray Knight and Byron Curb at Nats Extra, brought to you by Verizon Fios. Nationals leading after 8 innings, have never lost a ball game this year, 14-0. Want to make it 15-0 now. Chris Coughlin from Palm Harbor, Florida. Made his debut May 8th last year with the Marlins. We'll try to get something going for Florida here in the top of the ninth.
Capps has done a nice job as the closer. He comes in and he challenges and throws a lot of strikes. Occasionally he'll mix in his breaking stuff, but only when he needs to. It's all about trying to work ahead.
There's 1 down. Count 1-1 to Coughlin.
Oh boy.
Now Capps ahead of the count, 1-2. And deck is Peterson.
Brian, don't call me Tyler. Peterson. I'll never mess that up again.
But I do go by Tyler sometimes.
I do go by Tyler when I'm not hitting roll, but Brian right now.
Month of April saw Matt Capps be named the Major League Baseball Delivery Man of the Month. Foul back out of play. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Saves leaders. Matt Capps on top of him. Cordero, Belt, and Franklin trailing him. 3 players tied for 6. .72 of 77 career saves for Matt. He's worked exactly 1 inning. And the pitch, foul back, and Coughlin stays alive. Nationals looking for their 16th win of the year. They'd be 2 games over 500. And also their 10th win at home this year. And series even up at 1-1 and a chance to win their 6th series. Jim Riggleman. On to Dan Radisson. 5-4 Washington. Capps delivers. Coughlin, tough out, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And he's a good contact guy. Rookie of the year. Having a tough sophomore campaign. It's about adjustments, Johnny. And you got the book on Chris, and
doesn't take long at this level, does it?
Does not, and that's, I think, the one thing that's changed the most over the last 20 years is the preparation. The hitting instructors, the pitching instructors, the bench men, they just have so much more information to go off of.
He got off to such a terrible start this year. 5 for 46 with a 109 average. He's worked his way up now to not quite 200. Best among the rookies last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. And Caps with a 2-2. Grounded to Zimmerman. For the vacuum cleaner. On the gun, and he drops the ball. Popped out of his glove. An error on Adam Dunn.
Quick little flip by Zim, a little bit down in the dirt, and Adam can't hold on to it.
So Coughlin on the error.
There you see on the Exmo, it was just a little bit out of his reach.
Well, Brian Peterson will be up for the second time, and the Marlins' hopes are still alive. Caps gets ahead in the count. Peterson got his first major league hit, pinch hit last night, top of the 8th off Brian Bruni.
On a good fastball hitting pinch hitter standing on deck in Wes Helms.
And the 0-1.
A nice pitch right there.
Looked good from here, didn't it, to you, Rob?
Yeah, he's had a pretty loose zone. It's no time to start all of a sudden getting tight. Well, it was a little bit
outside.
Yeah, it was outside, but it's a pretty good take there by the Rook. Come up in this pressure situation.
Had a tremendous minor league career. The Caps misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 36 home runs in the minors. With a .287 career hitter. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, there's 1 down. Coughlin takes the lead off first. On and Dunn's error. And the pitch grounded to Adam. Could be 2. The second for 1. Back to first. It's away from Dunn. The runner is safe, but they get the lead runner, and there's 2 down.
Well, and Peterson just made a rookie mistake right there. He could have been on second base. Easily, and just hustled by the bag. And the ball was thrown by Desmond by Adam Dunn. Now watch this right here. Great play by Dunn. Throws the second. On the return, now watch right there. It goes right by, and Peterson isn't watching the play.
He's not paying attention, is he?
He's not paying attention. So that's actually a break for the Nationals right there. Good job by Coughlin right there, trying to take out Desmond.
And I think he forced Ian to make that throw off balance, too.
Absolutely. And it hits Adam Dunn in the knee. So it keeps the runner at first, and now there's 2 outs, and instead of a runner in scoring position that would score usually on a hit, Caps has a little bit more leeway, wiggle room.
So it's up to Wes Helms. Beatty sit at first. Two down in the ninth. And a swing and a miss. Helms walked as a pinch hitter last night. He was 3 for 9 with 2 RBIs as a pinch hitter this year. but the last 5 years has more pinch hits than anyone. Caps 1 out away from his 12th save. Just outside.
There's your outfield defense way back. Good power hitter, power pitcher, no doubles. You don't want the ball, Johnny, to get behind your outfield.
Yeah, because Peterson can run. Here's the pitch. They're going to pop up out of play behind the screen off to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the crowd today at Nationals Park, 21,633 on their feet as they sense the Nats about to win their 16th game of the season and even up this series with a efficient 1-1. Peterson at first. Wes Helms the pinch hitter. 2 down. Top of the 9th. Ball game is over. Save number 12 for Caps. And the Nationals come from behind to win it here at Nationals Park. How about that job for Matt Capps, Rob?
Great job by the capper. So the drop ball does not hurt the Nationals. And now, like you said, you go for the series win tomorrow. Beautiful job by Matt Capps right here. Wes Helms, good fastball hitting guy. Gets the slide piece. Strikes him out. Gets the save. Nationals win. Everything's great, Johnny. So we head into the gala tonight.
Yes, it will be a nice celebratory feeling at the gala tonight. Nationals win it by a score of 16. They've won 16 games now at home. We'll be back in just a moment.